Can you tell I look a little too much like Damerol? Hey everybody, this is Retrokid Reviews doing a quick vlog. It was supposed to be a DC mashup news slash, I guess, a quick-ish review of Justice League Dark Apocalypse War finally. Yeah, I've been putting it off since the start of this quarantine. Sorry for that, honestly. But unfortunately, my power computer is not working. It's a power issue, nothing really crazy. It'll probably get resolved hopefully tomorrow. So I'll leave that for the Justice League Dark review because I do kind of owe that. I've been putting in the notes for way too long. So I'll cover the news I have here. And I wish I could be Jason for this one, but another thing, aside from the Death Battle tour, which by the way he should totally do a Death Battle, just saying, for whenever the next season shows up. Up against Punisher. I'm not kidding. Cards of the fan fight that I saw. That kind of proves that it could work. Again, just saying. I'm gonna start with the obvious passing news of Joel Schumacher. For the last 25 years, I think myself and most of my generation definitely remembers him as the guy that kind of ruined Batman for a while till Begins came out. The only thing that was weird during that time is that I at some small chance, defended a little bit of Batman Forever, and you could tell with my Bat Month review. I'll leave the link up there. I kind of defended that one. I think they're making ofs and behind the scenes over the years for many, like, I guess, re-released Blu-rays of movies that had painted a different picture of what was going on. And, sorry, there's a lot of fireworks going on. It's not 4th of July yet, but this happens in my neighborhood all the time. Not the problem. Anyway, it's kind of hard, but given how he passed, it's understandable. He had years of battling cancer. I and probably you have someone in your family that had been going through the same thing. You had to prepare yourself for that kind of inevitability. Weird as it sounds, helps me cope. If you have another way, please let me know in the comments. So back to Joel's career. He's pretty prolific, to put it bluntly. He's done other genres. I'll leave a link to either Lindsay or Dom's reviews of the Phantom of the Opera movie. I'm not a theater guy. I see a handful of Broadway stuff. Honestly, I'm probably going to be hyped to do a quick review of Hamilton, because believe me, I wanted to see that in theaters 4 years ago when it was hot and with the original cast, but Disney Plus is coming clutch on that, mainly to sell on the 4th of July weekend. That's a whole other story for a whole other day. So yeah, back to Joel. He had a lot of good movies, other than two, I would think is the only real bad movies of his career. He did other stuff, like his 80s was amazing. He did Lost Boys, he did Flatliners, he did even St. Elmo's Fire, which I think I said in my Stardust React, please follow down below. That my mom and my dad actually saw that in theaters and thought it was kind of cool. And seeing it sometimes on Showtime a couple of weeks or whatever in passing throughout this quarantine, she kind of looked at it fondly and thought it was kind of cool. Another thing you can't really diss too much about Schumacher these days is that the guy really made a lot of careers and a lot of people that I can't even count. Two I can think of off the top of my head is Julia Roberts and, of all people, Kiefer Sutherland. Yeah, apparently whenever Kiefer's in a movie, it's a good luck charm for some sort of success. And I think I said this in the reacts, but wish that was the case for Batman Forever. One of the movies I really want to watch for his 90s, other than the Batman stuff that I covered, is Falling Down. No Time to I was gonna say No Time to Die. Yeah, when's that Bond movie? No Time to Kill. It was a courtroom drama with Sam Jackson, probably giving one of his best rants in probably the decade of the 90s, so card that if I can find that scene. I want to see the whole movie because it looks very engaging. It shows that he can very leap from genre to genre pretty easily, and as far as a career goes, it was a very weird yet somber in some aspects when you look at the bad movies, but very, very professional on stuff that he was trying to work for. And you can never take that. He was a very good, consummate professional. I've pretty much assumed, and everyone pretty much assumed the last 25 years, that he really has anything cancelable other than crap movies. So in case cancel culture wants to come down and start, good luck. You're gonna need it, but it ain't gonna be much. So that all being said, personally, movies I've actually wanted to see for years. I've also mentioned the Stardust Reacts, one of which I want to do a tribute to him probably during Halloween or probably a little later. Maybe a double feature of Lost Boys and Flatliners. And basically, in Flatliners' case, I'm going to probably shit on the remake a little too much. Not much is really there. And technically, it's really not a remake. It's like a spiritual sequel because Keither's somehow there. I don't know. So, that's just me. So yeah, overall, he will definitely be missed. He was one of the weird ones. But he's nothing but a great work. He sounds like he was a great guy to work with. And if I was trying to get into acting, or I guess in most cases try to convince him to do a comedy thing, pie in the sky, let's be honest here. He would probably do it. I don't know which writer he would want to adapt. Oh, and I think a Nick Cage movie I wanted to watch for years, 8mm. I guess Retrokid to any of those trailers. It sounds insane and says, "Oh, here's my response to all the crap I had to go through during Batman and Robin. Oh, you want me to do hardcore? I'll show you hardcore." It was kind of like that. Plus, you got Nick Cage, so it's gonna get crazy knowing him. So yeah, moment of silence right now, and then I'll explain the whole hat thing. Yeah. You will be missed, man. So yeah, for the hat thing, I think for the first time in 4 months since the start of the quarantine, my state is currently in phase 2, which means I got a haircut, and it looks glossy and very bald. Wished I had this this hair for the Die Hard review that I just did yesterday. Also card too, if I got time for cards. So yeah, I got hair. I got a haircut finally. I didn't have to do the clips and stuff like everyone else has probably been doing the last couple months, in my case. So yeah, my state's in phase 2. Good news there. Got a long way to go to get me back into theaters, let alone make me go see a movie that I will legitimately try. That being said, for the state of movies that want to come back, I think Tenet is still in the running. I think it delayed for another month or maybe another 2 weeks due to everything winding down as far as the quarantine goes. Again, that's just my country talking. If your country is still going through it or got through all the phases, please let me know in the comments down below. Yeah. So that all being said, as far as tribute reviews I want to do, like I said, I'd rather do either Flatliners or Lost Boys, because, not gonna lie, those are the wildest things he's done for the 80s. And I think in Flatliners' case, you could tell how he was pretty much qualified to do Batman Forever, at least at the time, as far as the gothic nature and stuff. So yeah, if you're finally at the end cards of all this, go to my obvious non-hat hair anymore here, this little mug, to see my previous video, which was a retro review for Die Hard with a Vengeance, aka my favorite Die Hard sequel of all time. No jokes aside. Happy that also turned 25 this year too. I guess normally I would do my usual channel here. I'll just follow down below or just subscribe down below like you usually would do. I'm going to leave the Bat Month playlist either here or in the other previous video. Mainly because Schumacher was a weird director, no joke. I am not going to regret some of the things I said in the Batman Forever review, probably later down the road, maybe. But it's still a weird one. Forever is the one I think I defended the most, hopefully. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I think Dan and I think a lot of people who are reporting him now having to compare the Batman movies finally. Yeah. He may or may not be not the worst thing about it. Maybe it was Tim all along or stuff like that. And last bit of news, real quick. I know I'm at the end cards. I'm sorry. Flashpoint, the Ezra Miller Flash standalone movie that I've been trying to do for years now, since I think BVS. Might actually have Keaton as either Thomas Wayne Batman or an alternate universe Batman that is still 89 Batman. It's a whole thing. I'll try to explain more in the Justice League Dark Apocalypse War review, which might be a double review if that does come true. And my quick thoughts also for the Snyder Cut trailer. You're gonna have to keep I'm gonna have to keep that under wraps, mainly because one, it's just a teaser. There's nothing really much there. And that's all I'm going to say. I'll try to also talk about that also in the Justice League Dark review. Dark Apocalypse War review also. So that all being said, take care, subscribe. We lost a really good guy. As far as our prolific director goes, he wasn't really dramatic and didn't really leave a lot of baggage when he was getting slammed for reviews. If anything, he was probably, like I said, a consummate professional, know how to take criticism when he needed it. Which a lot of directors this generation and previous, or even preceding his, would take that same criticism too. So yeah, that's all. I'm Retro. Thanks again for watching. Take care, subscribe, and it's gonna be weird talking about patent apples in the next couple of weeks. At least remembering them wise.